At Home with Lucas here. So today we're going to be talking about NAKTO F2 Fat Tire e-bike. Yes, people, in this video we're going to be talking about your ride made easy courtesy of the NAKTO e-bikes. Yes, people, I got my hands on an amazing F2 e-bike. This thing has 500 watts to the rear hub. That's gonna give you a max speed of just over 20 miles per hour. And if you've ever been on an e-bike where you just throw down the throttle and you hit 20 miles an hour pretty quickly, you know that is very fast. This also has full-blown pedal assist. This thing has a 48 volt, 16 amp lithium ion battery. That is gonna give you between 30 and 60 miles of amazing riding on this beast. This thing, of course, has fat tires on it, which is going to do multiple things. One of which you're gonna be able to cruise around in comfort and not feel all the bumps. You're also gonna be able to take this off-road because you can drop the tires all the way down to 5 PSI. Yes, people, you could take this on sand, in snow, you could take it in the mud, you could take it on-road, off-road, it doesn't matter. This thing is gonna handle it. It also has full suspension on the front and the rear, allowing you for a comfortable ride on-road or off-road. Yes, people, these brakes are next level, so you're gonna be able to stop on a dime super easily. This thing also has 6 speeds, so you're gonna be able to shift through different gears. It also has 5 different modes. So you have the easy mode, where it just gives you a little bit of pedal assist, all the way up to 5, which is the 20 plus miles per hour on pedal assist or off pedal assist. This thing is absolutely amazing. It has a giant seat on it, which is gonna allow you to put a second passenger on the back. I'm actually gonna be doing a lot of stuff with this bike in multiple videos to come, so definitely subscribe to this channel for that. So in this video, we're doing a hands-on with the box, quick unboxing and first impressions on said e-bike. After that, I'm gonna be putting this bad boy to the At Home Lucas test to figure out is it something you should buy or maybe skip altogether. I'm here for you, so don't have to waste your time buying and returning. All right, let's go ahead and ride into it. All right, so this is how the bike comes right here in this pretty large box. I think it weighs just over 60 pounds, so definitely take note of that. Let's go ahead and cut the straps and get inside this box. Okay, the first thing that I absolutely love is the fact that this thing is 90% built. Let's take a closer look. You got the back tire on, the chain on, the front tire on, the handlebars on. All you're gonna have to do is literally put the handlebars on the top right here and you're good to go. Maybe a few more things here or there, but that is absolutely amazing. 5 stars right off the bat. Very happy with that. And because the kickstand is so awesome, I'm actually able to finish putting the handlebars together with the kickstand on. No big deal. Okay, there we go. This was pretty simple to set up. You literally just put these 4 screws, you unscrew them and then screw them back in to lock in the handlebars. You adjust it the way you want. So I feel like this is perfect for me. You can lean it all the way forward or further backward if you want, and then you have to put on the display right here with 2 Allens. Really easy. I like the fact you take off 1 Allen at the top and the bottom one has a little hinge on it, so you can literally loop it around and get it set up. You may want to leave it a little bit loose until you get this the way you want it, the display. But yeah, the install was super easy. 5 out of 5 stars for sure. Love the fact that this thing comes 99% assembled. All right, let's go and walk around this bad boy right quick. So the first thing you see is this really awesome display right here. It is not a touchscreen whatsoever. You have a plus and a minus over here. When you press the plus, it's gonna turn this up. You can go through 5 different PASs or modes is what I call them. So that's really cool. You have your light over here to turn the headlight on or off. You have a horn. And then you have your power button, which is tucked right down here. And then you press this button right here and you can change the actual readout right here. So you can have your mileage, your trip,
your max speed and your average speed, so that's really cool. And then you have your shifter over here where you can go through 7 different modes. I think I said on the intro 6 modes, so you have 7 different gears on this bad boy right here. And this is how you go through it. You shift really, really easily like that. Here's your throttle right here. Oh, that's on. There's your throttle right there. That's hilarious. That tire just started spinning. That's your throttle right here. You have a really nice comfy handlebar. This is designed for the palm of your hand to rest right there. You have your rear brake and your front brake right here. When you hit the brake, you see BR for brake on there, so that's really nice. Coming around to the front, you have your bright headlight right here, basically like something you would find on a motorcycle. And then you have your beefy giant suspension right here, coming down to your fat tires, which are really, really nice. And then you have your disc brakes right here. These things really are quite amazing. Here's your battery. You have a key to take the battery out, so you don't have to worry about anyone stealing the battery. So that's really, really awesome. And then you have your standard pedals right here. They do have some grips on them, so they're gonna grip your shoes, which is really great. Here's the rear suspension back here. This suspension is very, very beefy looking, and you have some adjustments right here for the rear suspension, and then your rear disc brake right there, followed by your always on tail light. So this is always on. It's not a brake light, it's just a running light. So when you hit the brake, it doesn't turn on. And then here's your fender back here with your other fat tire. And then here's your Shimano shifter. So this is the shifter back here for 7 different gears. This is just one solid gear up front here. And then this is the other side of your battery. You have the ability to see how much battery is in there. So 3 is full. So there you go. First impressions, this thing definitely looks way better in person than it does in photos. I have to say that it's really, really sleek looking, really awesome looking. But yeah, first impressions, I'm blown away. This thing is awesome. With the tires at 8 PSI, I hit the snow and I immediately found that this thing is super versatile on-road and off-road. You could really just travel straight over the snow, and because these tires are specially formulated to allow for low pressure, they won't pop off the rim. It means you can really have some fun on sand, on snow, in the dirt, in the mud. It doesn't really matter. This thing really is awesome. The only thing that I would say that's a little bit weird is the fact that this thing has so much power to that rear tire immediately, and I kind of actually wish it was a little bit more of a slow takeoff. So it's great for just getting on it and going, but doing any kind of nimble turning and like going around things, it's not the best. But then again, that's really not the point of this thing. So that was the only thing I didn't like that much. But other than that, it's so much fun playing in the snow. It was really, really awesome. And if I had a little bit more time with it in the snow, I probably would have jumped this really cool. Okay, we got this thing charged up to 100%. We'll go ahead and check the battery right quick to show you. There you go, fully charged overnight. We got the display on right here. We're gonna be running the headlight the entire time because it is dark out, or it's cloudy. And we got our brake light on, which runs 24/7 while it's on. And then we have our trailer with a 50-pound generator in there. So that is gonna give us a good test for this bad boy right here. So this is my total rig. So we're gonna be doing probably about a 40-mile loop, and then we're gonna come back. So we're really gonna test this thing out to see just how well it performs. It's probably about 35 degrees right now, so it's not super cold, but it's also not super warm. But let's go ahead and jump in the saddle and get a review in. Okay, we're 6 miles in. Everything's going really great. I'm definitely colder than I thought. My first thoughts on the bike though is I wish it actually had a more intense gear. So I wish they would add 2 more gears here, because at times I want to go as fast as this thing is going, and this thing is cruising over the speed that it's supposed to, because sometimes we're going downhill like this, That's definitely helping at times because it propels us forward. So everything is going great. I'm definitely colder than I thought. We'll go ahead and check the battery percentage. So we're down to right there. It says we've done 9 miles, but we've only done 6. So we're 6 miles in. I've kept it on 5 the whole time. I've been pedaling pretty aggressively. I stopped because the Insta360 ran out of batteries. So good thing I brought the charger and the generator. So I'm gonna plug it in right there and get that going. So we'll get back on the road. All right, here's the situation. We're 10 miles in and we're now down to halfway, or maybe just past the halfway point. So we're gonna have to call it right there. We're gonna go ahead and get this thing back to the house. I do have the battery generator in there, which could charge this thing up. I brought the cables, but the only problem is the fact that this battery takes 4 to 6 hours to charge. So I don't know what I can do in the short amount of time. I told my wife I would be back in an hour. We're 10 miles in, 30 minutes out. So we're just literally gonna have to turn around, go back the way we came. So this thing is working really great. I did drop it down to number 4 on here. And let me tell you, from 4 to 5 is a complete game changer. 5, you can fly. In 4, you're cranking hard down here. So when I said I wish that could crank harder, I still want that, but if you're on 4 or below, you're gonna need that to be even easier. So definitely take note of that. Just hit 18 miles. We're down to 1 bar on the screen. I'm going to show you that pretty soon. So yeah, I've been going from 5 down to 4, and I've been standing up and pedaling up hills, which actually feels really good on the legs. So I'm very happy with that. But we have 1 bar left. I have no idea how far we're going to make it. I think we have 4 miles left until we get home. So we should make it. I also turned off the front headlight. So remember when we started, I said I'm gonna leave the front headlight on the entire time. I turned it off about a couple miles ago because I realized that's actually gonna pull a lot of juice from the battery. So I probably will do another test where I have no headlight on to see if I get any more improvement, or I may just Google it to figure out how much juice that thing is actually using. Yeah, let's check out the dash. We are down to 1 bar, so I believe there's 5 bars or more on there. We're down to 1. I think I could turn the brightness on this down. Yes. So I have multiple options with this for the next ride to save battery. So I could turn the display down. Wow, that's pretty funny. We got to 62 miles per hour max, or miles/h, whatever that is. So I could turn the brightness down. I'm going to do that right now. I can still see it fine. And then I have the headlight turned off to save battery. So let's go ahead and see how much further we can go. Okay, maybe half a mile away from the house, we start getting the battery flashing on here. So that is, I don't know how much longer I have from the flashing. It doesn't say anywhere in the manual. I'll look it up. But there we go. Let's check the mileage. Okay, so that's 22.28 miles. Pulling that bad boy right there with 50 pounds in it. We're guessing that that thing probably weighs anywhere from 15 to 20 pounds. So it's pulling that. We had 11 mile-an-hour winds really pushing at us for most of the ride. It was actually quite insane. 30-degree temperatures. So I'm gonna say that first ride, we're down to, oh, it says 1 bar here. So normally there's 3. we're down to 1 bar, and then this is flashing once again still. So I would say first ride pulling cargo, that trailer can hold 100 pounds, so I could potentially go up to 100 pounds on that. I think without the headlight and with dimming the screen, that might help a little bit. On the way out, I basically ran this thing with the throttle on full. So it's basically on full for the first 10 miles, non-stop, just as fast as it could go. That's how I was going. On the way back, I was shifting down into 4, and I was pedaling a lot. So I was basically pedaling most of the way back. So the first 10 miles was minor pedaling. The second 10 miles, I guess it's more than 10 miles. We did a little bit more than 10 there, 10 back. But yeah, so definitely going to give it 2 thumbs up because it had the trailer. So it definitely passed the first test and exceeded expectations. So that is really awesome. Okay, this is gonna be a real simple test. I'm gonna be taking this bad boy out real quick. We're gonna be doing full throttle, 0 pedaling. So I'm not gonna be pedaling on that thing at all. And we're just gonna get to the point where the battery is halfway, and then we're gonna come right back. So let's go ahead and jump into that. Okay, going out on this bad boy was really awesome. The throttle on it is in the perfect spot. You push it down with your thumb. It feels really good. Actually, just sitting with your legs resting on the pedals was not bad at all. And the fact that you can change direction, so you can have maybe 1 foot up a little bit higher or 1 foot down lower, was actually kind of nice. A little bit different than if you were on just a straight up motorcycle. I did get very cold, so I had to stop quite often to do jumping jacks. I did not layer up enough. And towards the end of this, I do pedal a little bit. The only thing I wish is that it had cruise control. I wish I could lock the throttle, because that was the only thing I noticed. My thumb was getting really tired. Okay, we did 24 miles on that bad boy. We're down to 1 bar, probably half a bar. So I would say anywhere from 24 to 30 miles on just simply the throttle, 0 pedaling whatsoever, which is actually quite amazing. If you think about it, that is a lot of distance. I think if I had less hills, I would easily have gone 30 miles for sure. But because of the hills, you're going up and down. And of course, if you're a little bit lighter weight than I am, I think I'm like 175, you're going to have a lot more range. So that's not bad. That's pretty good. Okay, we're going to be doing a very simple test. We're going to be doing the pedal assist test. We're going to see exactly how many miles we can get with me cranking as hard as possible on that bad boy right there. So I'm going to be pedaling the entire time. We're going to be on 5 because I just don't feel like going any slower than 5. So we're going to be seeing if we can beat our 24-mile max throttle, no pedal. So let's see if we can get more than 24 miles today. Let's get into this. So I took this off-road several times, and I have to say this thing performed absolutely amazing off-road. Definitely an off-road beast. Really happy with it. Okay, there we go. We did 30 miles on 5, mode 5, pedal assist. We did some off-roading and we did some testing while we were doing the 30 miles. We had a good amount of hills and a good amount of flats. So easily pedal assist on 5 on flat land, you're gonna get way further. So if you're doing like gravel roads that are pretty straight, or you're doing an old railroad track that's straight, you're going to easily be on 5 pedal assist. And what I noticed was you're cranking hard,
but you're only adding a couple miles to it because obviously it's going 20 miles an hour and you're cranking, but you're not adding an extra 2 to 4 miles per hour. You might be adding 1 or 2. That's what I thought. So the pedal assist is definitely good. If you put it on 4 and you do 14, let's say you're doing a long trip, put it on 4, you're gonna be able to do 14 miles per hour max, and you're gonna get way further. So I'm just impatient. I wanna have fun, I wanna go fast, so I cannot put it on anything but 5. I really wanna just test it out, plus I don't have that much time. But definitely subscribe to this channel because I will be doing a long adventure with this bad boy right here, people.
Okay, I've been using this bad boy for long enough that I think I have a full star rating. Let's just start off with the build quality. So this thing is built really, really well. I love the fact that it comes 99% built. You just literally have to put the handlebars on and you're good to go. The build quality is definitely motorcycle grade in my opinion. This thing is really, really awesome. Everything just works. I literally just pulled it out of the box, put the handlebars on, and then took off. No problems whatsoever. So the build quality is definitely top notch. You're not gonna have to worry about nuts and bolts falling off of this bad boy. The ability to pedal is actually quite nice, I found. You would think with the seat and the way it is, it's not gonna be the best, but it does work, and it really does allow you to do some really cool pedal assist, which is awesome. Or you can just hold the throttle down and just put your feet on those pedals like they're pegs on a motorcycle, and you're good to go. The battery on this thing is definitely good. I would recommend, if you're going to do anything extreme, try to get a second battery. That way, if you're going on any kind of road trip or anything, you have a second battery. But 30 to 60 miles is definitely doable very easily on this bad boy. With the pedaling, you're definitely going to be able to do that. And the ability to have brakes that stop really, really quickly is awesome. I definitely found myself using both of the brakes to really get a good solid stopping. And the fact that these tires can be aired up to around 30 psi and dropped all the way down to around 5 psi really means that this thing is going to be super versatile whether you're on-road or off-road. So I'm gonna have to say that I am absolutely blown away by this thing. I'm gonna give it a solid 4.9 star rating. I'm gonna say highly recommended to everyone out there that wants a really good versatile e-bike that's not a normal cycling bike or a mountain bike, but something a little bit different. So highly recommended to everyone out there. Buy it.
All right, there you go. That's the NAKTO F2. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely clearly click that like button. And if you want to join the Adam Lucas family and you want to be a part of this crew, smash that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Definitely subscribe for more videos to come from this bad boy. I'm super excited. They're going to be amazing.